Manga Man here, and welcome to the Otaku Vault. And what do I have for you today? It is another Right Stuff unboxing. I've had these boxes around for a while. I hadn't really gotten into them just yet, and decided to just do another unboxing like I have before in the past. So this is what I've saved up that haven't really gotten into yet. So here we go. And this is what I got from these two boxes. So, I just saw this when I was perusing, just trying to find some new stuff, even though I have a lot of old stuff I need to get to and read. But I always pick up new stuff that looks interesting. And I have here the girl with the Sanpaku eyes. So I have volume 1 here, and volume 2. And this manga is a little bit different in the sense that, from what I've seen here, is it has like more of a dust jacket type fold out type thing. You know, I haven't seen really in many manga. So that's interesting. But don't know much about the series, but once I read it, I'll let you know what it's all about. Got a lot to go through here. So there's that. And let's see. So we have volume 10 of the Goblin Slayer manga. So we have that, volume 10 of the Goblin Slayer manga. Definitely very, very one of my favorite series, Goblin Slayer. Just really fun adventure, action, just quirkiness and fun. Brutal sometimes, but just that's the way I think it should be. Just so much going on. It's so interesting. And to go along with that, we have volume 12 of the Goblin Slayer light novel. So there's that. And so, let's see here. And now we also have, I haven't started reading the, this spin-off yet, but, Goblin Slayer Katana, volume 2. Of a light novel for that spin-off. So, basically, Katana, from what I've just see from the cover and like synopsis and stuff that I've read, basically involves the past of where, basically I'm Sword Maiden when she was an adventurer before. Well, she was head of the church in the Water Town in the series. So, what else do I have here? Oh, yep, got the bottom of that box. Now let's move on to the next. Let's see here. We have Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Volume 8. So, been trying to just wait and get enough of the volumes until I can just start doing a nice long read again. So, we're getting there. Usually wait till I have at least 5 or 6 extra volumes, and I think we're there, so I might start again. But definitely Fairy Tail, one of my many favorite series. So there's that. And then Hiro Mashima's newest work, and up to volume 12 at least, that's what I have, is Eden Zero. And I've only read a couple volumes of Eden Zero, and definitely a very interesting new series, and just especially since it has a lot of stuff to do with space and all that, and I enjoy a little more science fiction-y type stuff too. So yeah, Volume 12 of Eden Zero. And Volume 4, and what I think is the final volume for this spin-off. Spin-off of a certain scientific railgun, Astral Buddy. So, haven't even started yet, so I don't know much about this spin-off. But since we're at the final volume and it's Volume 4, this will be a nice little one-day thing. Read 4 volumes maybe in a day, maybe 2. So, I'll look into that and read that. So, what else do we have? Okay. We have Yokai Girls, Volume 13. And Volume 14. Another one that we are at the final volume, from what I've discerned when I had purchased these, that 14 was the final volume. So, yeah, a fun little story about, well, various yokai and dealing with them and whatever they do, and just a fun little series. So yeah, yep. Thrilling final volume. So, final volume. So there's that. I think I was in like volume 6 or 7 when I finally had stopped for a bit, and so now I'm up to 14 in the final, so I can read through that as well. I think that's kind of what I've been kind of doing. I've been reading some manga, but haven't been like finishing any series yet. And once the ones are finally, I think I'm kind of like waiting until I can just get them all, and then just read as much as I can until I get to the end. So that's, I think, how I've been kind of doing things, collecting and all that. So, and we have the manga for my absolute favorite anime, visual novel, and yeah, anime visual novel, and that would be the basically sequel to Steins Gate, and that's Steins Gate 0. So, some people prefer just to have watched Steins Gate and they don't want to go into watching 0 because of the kind of the nature of it, or, well, it's more of a kind of more depressing, just timeline for the series. But the thing is, I always think you really need to read, or, well, you really need to or watch, or play the visual novel of Steins Gate 0, because it interconnects with Steins Gate and truly completes the story. So it's really something that is companion and has to go with Steins Gate. So, but yeah, fun time travel and stuff. So interesting and fun. And what else do we have? Okay. We have Volume 7 of Plus Sized Elf, which is just a really funny kind of comedy manga, fantasy in the sense that fantasy world type beings, elves, and other fantasy type creatures and stuff come from another world into ours to, well, just live and do whatever they want. And just basically, except to the main character, who's basically in a sense, masseuse and like healthcare type, dietitian type worker, and has to solve the weight problems and dietary problems of these beings from the other world. So, so yeah, there's that. Very funny manga series. And we have Volume 4 of the novel, Volume 4 of the novel for The Invincible Shovel, which is a really odd, funny, quirky, very, very corny fantasy style series, story, that very much plays on a lot of different tropes from various different series, and has like different references in a sense that are kind of jokes and stuff. So that you could definitely see where the author got the inspiration from, or was making the allusion to, or joke of. So yeah, very, very interesting series. I've only read volume 1 of the novel, so we have 3 volumes to read. But very, very funny and corny kind of fantasy series. And then to go along with that, we have volumes 1 and 2 of the manga version of The Invincible Shovel. And from what I can tell, from what I've seen, how most manga end up, this will probably cover the first light novel of the series. And so that will probably cover that full story. It's usually 2 to 3 manga for one novel, sometimes, depending. So there's that. That should be interesting to see how that compares to the novel. Okay. And what else? Let's see. We have the Ancient Magus Bride spin-off series, Jack Flash, and the Fairy Case Files, Volume 2, and 3. I've already had opened 1 in another unboxing. Hadn't gotten around to reading that yet. But I wanted to get a little bit further into the next arc of Ancient Magus Bride before I decided reading this, to see maybe how this is possibly connected to that. So, I'll eventually get through this. But got a lot to read. And then, as I was saying, on with the main story in the next arc. Probably well into the next arc, because I haven't read anything past Volume 10. But Volume 15 of Ancient Magus Bride. Definitely one of my top 10 series, manga and anime. So, yeah. There's that. Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 15. And then we come to the final group of items. And that is the steelbooks. We have the steelbook of the movie, Satoshi Kon movie, Perfect Blue. Truthfully, I have never actually watched any of the Satoshi Kon films yet, and like a lot of the Ghibli steel cases I've been getting, the Ghibli movies, I haven't watched all the Ghibli movies, and I've been planning to basically marathon them once I finally get all the steel cases. So, and I've looked it up, and I think they're doing more of the Satoshi Kon films in steel case, releasing them and that. So I'm gonna, once I get all of them in steel case, I'll go through and watch all of them. I mean, yeah, okay, I haven't watched them before, and would I like them or not? And why am I buying them instead of just watching them and then buying them if I like them? Well, I'm a collector, and when I tend to see things and hear about things and what they are and know about them, I can usually tell what I'll like. And I do like a lot of, wide variety of different anime and manga and light novels and stuff, so that's why I just keep buying and collecting. So there's that. There is one thing I have experienced of Satoshi Kon's work, and that's the manga Opus, which is a very, very interesting work by him. I should probably just do a video on that to better explain than really talk about it here. So, we'll do that on a later date. And speaking of before about the steel books I've been collecting for the Ghibli movies, we have here from On Poppy Hill. So, let's see. Yeah, from On Poppy Hill. So there's that. And also Porco Rosso. So we have that Ghibli movie. And I have seen they finally did they're releasing another, I think 1 or 2 Ghibli movies. I don't remember which ones. They're getting pretty far down. They should be pretty close to getting finished. Getting them all on Steelbook. So there's that. So there's the latest Right Stuff unboxing. What'd you think? Have you read any of these series? Have you seen any of the anime movies I have collected in this box? So, what'd you think? Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.